Happy Tuesday, and let's say hello to our two demis and one gong again. Now that we're a week into things. And let's also remember our allongés and keeping your eyes on your fingertips the entire time. Okay, here we go. To the other side, please. And always ahead of your shoulders. And relaxing your legs.
Alex,
Yes.
what did you say at the last thing about fingertips?
Make sure that your vertebra is always led by your fingertips. There is a big
Okay.
difference. between your circular vertebrae, starting with your shoulders or starting with your fingers. And your fingers are always ahead of where your shoulders are going next, instead of having that reversed, so to speak. And now we are moving our shoulders, which is something we are not supposed to do in general. Ditto with your arm and the bar, by the way. Yeah, we are not supposed to ever bend our elbow for whatever reason. So that actually determines the placement of your fingertips on the bar. Thank you for that very, very great question, because it's a really important one. Because as soon as you adjust bending your elbow on the bar, you're already doing something that is not happening in the center. So you're working one way on the bar, and now you come to the center and you have to work a completely different way. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for the question. Let's go flex and plie and stretch and half and full and half and heel and close. Flex and plie and stretch and half and full and half, heel and close and flex and plie, stretch and half, full and half and heel and close. Flex and rotate through your toes, demi, plie and stretch, reverse flex. Plie, flex, stretch, half point, full point, half point, heel down, brushing and flat. The same to the side and to the front. Flex, rotate once, side rotate once through your toes, and then roll through in your second position. And there we are. And here we go. And feel your standing side. Spread like a good cookie, but without letting your elbows travel behind you. And relax when you are ready. That's it. And here we go. To the other side, please. And relax when you're ready. Okay, good. This is kind of a dyslexic version from what we did yesterday. And the front, and the 2, and the 3, inside, side, and the back, and the 2. and 3 inside side and the side and the 2 and the 3 inside front, outside side, inside front, outside side. Stretch your knees. Back and the 2 and the 3, side, front, 2, 3, side, side, 2, 3, back, side, front, side, plié, soutenu, other side. 3 front, 1 inside side, 3 back, 1 inside side, 3 side, 1 inside front, 1 outside side, 1 inside back, 1 outside side, demi-plié, stretch. Okay, and here we go. Push into the floor, 1, front, hold on, we are off to a bad start. It's a dyslexic version from yesterday. I knew it would work. Okay, here we go. 3 front, 1, 2, inside and back. Now side, inside front, side, back, side, demi-plié, stretch. 1. To the other side. 1. And soutenu to the other side. And it was 3 to the side, 1 inside back, outside side, inside front, outside side. Okay. Jane gets the golden star for not getting confused with this combination. You're going front and the side and the back, and the side and the front, and the side and the back. Back and the side and the front, and the side and the back, and the side and the front. Front and the back, and the side and the front, and the back, and the side and the front, and the side and the back, and the front, and the side and the back. Front and the side and the back. Back and the side and the front, and the side, 3. Front and the side and the back and the side, 3. Front, back and the front and the side and the back and the 4, 2, 3, 1. Front and the back and the side and the front, 1 and the 2 and the 3. Roll through in your 5th, and that's it. So you get 2 flavors of encore with changing legs, starting in the front or in the back. Back and the front and the side and the back. 1 and the 2 and there are 4, I'm sorry. There are 4 also, so you get to 5th position front before you roll through in your 5th. Oh, no, that's not right. 3 and then reverse. We're reversing the whole thing. Are we good? How is Jane doing? Okay. Here we go. Careful, it's a long one. Just use your toes and fingertips. And 1, 2, 3. And let's not ditch that plie after 3. There we go. 3, reverse, 1, front side, 3, now back front, 4, front back side, 3, roll through your feet in 5th. And relax when you are ready. Okay. Yeah, careful, Greg, there. Yeah, the first 2 times front side. The second 2 times front back or back front. All right, here we go. Left side, please. And heads would be nice too. Just saying. And 1. This time. Just 3 this time. Now back front. 4. And roll through. And relax when you're ready.
Alex.
Yes.
I think I've asked this before. I know I have. When you roll through in 5th,
Yes.
is that the same position as a susu?
In a way, yes. So yes, try to really get your heels in front of your toes in half point. It is akin to susu. There are many debates about just releve and susu, but in the end, once we come to the center, the only thing we are doing is susu.
Yeah, okay.
So one could call a releve in 5th a susu as well, because it does require us to cross these legs just a tiny bit more than when they are on flat. Okay. One and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8 and the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6 and the 7 soutenu 8. 1, 2, 3, balance 1. Inside. 1 back, 2 front, 3 side, balance bar inside. Side and front and side and back, balance bar 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Back and side and front and side and back and side and front, other side. So this is a version from yesterday. 1, 2, 3 and balance bars.
And the third phrase starts front or side?
It starts to the side. Side and the front and the side and the back.
And
then 4 balance bars. And then 7 encore in the soutenu. Front, back, back, side, 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 triple balance bar. Or double balance bar, the way, any which way you like to think it, as long as you finish up in 5th. Back. Back, front, front, side, 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 balance bar, close. Side and front, inside. Side and back, inside. Balance bar 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Encore from the back. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6. Plié 7, soutenu 8. Once again, focus on your fifth rather than on anything else. Here we go. And 1, 3. Balance while close. And Jane, hold your horses and relax for a sec. Great. 1 front, 2 back, 3 side. Inside balance wise. So you really have to feel that very first fifth from your back, so it basically pushes the other leg out immediately.
All right.
And then you have side and front and side and back, 4 balançoires before going en croix. So you have 2 times balançoires on the inside, 1 time balançoire on the outside before getting into your en croix. Here we go. Left side, please. And 1. Back. Side 3. Balançoire. Side front. 4. And relax. All right. Jane, should we be gentlemen?
Yeah, I didn't do so well that
Well, quick, you conquered the first part. The last part is side and front and side and back. There are 4 more balançoires before you start to go en croix from the back.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Take 2. Here we go. And 1. Quick toes. 1. Side. Balançoires. En croix. To the other side. Balançoire. Just push down. Balançoire. And finish. Okay. Coupe 2 and 3, 2 second, 1 and 2 and 3 close fifth. Coupe 2 and 3, 2 second, that is on flat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Passe 2 and 3 and 4. Releve to your second. 8 and 7 and the 6 and the 5. 4 and the 3 and the 2 and the 1. Coupe 2 and 3, 2 second, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coupe 2 and 3, 2 second, 4, 3, 2, 1. Passe 2 and 3 and 4. If you want to rise a little sooner, you can. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 8 and the 7 and the 6 and the 5 and the 4 and the 3 and the 2 and the 1. Just be finished. We'll take the left after that. So careful, it starts with coupe today, not with dégagés. And here we go. And 1. Second and 1. Passe. Rise. And fall and 1. Minimal knees in your coupés. Finish. That's it. Here we go to the other side. Already in these coupés and flats, see how far over you can go without going into your second. Yeah, really try to feel your axis between your legs. Here we go. Left side, please. Why not? Coupé and passé and relevé and forward and coupé and passé and relevé, step back. Coupé and passé and relevé to the side, port de bras to the bar. 7 and 8, ronds and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8 and the plié to coupé to passé to relevé. One more time to second, just stretch and close as we just did in our dégagés. Coupé and passé and relevé, tendu back, coupé and passé and relevé, tendu forward, coupé and passé and relevé, tendu side, step back so you can go away from the bar. 8 ronds de jambes and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. Arabesque, coupé, passé, relevé, just to your second stretch. Now into your parallel stretch. And here we go. That still was a ton lié, just saying. And once, and two. Nice and tall in your standing side, really feel the floor. Demi-plié 45, 2 coupé, 2 passé. Now this is only demi-plié, second stretch and close. Two temps liés this time. Feel that square arabesque. Already be aware of your standing side arm. And stretch. And here we go. To the other side, please. And one plie, attitude diagonal, take it back again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and plie, relevé, close your fifth, back and plie for your diagonal, then take it front 2 times and 2, 3 and 4, in one piece, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, close fifth, soutenu other side. That is all it needs to be. Keep it nice and low, but super well placed. And here we go. And take it back and one. Now without stopping and one. Feel these toes super strong in the back. One. Fondu to the front, plié, attitude, stay in plié, attitude, coupé, tendu side. Fondu to the back, plié, attitude, stay in plié for your diagonal, coupé, tendu forward and back. Fondu to the side and fondu to the front, fondu to the side and fondu to the back, close fifth, coupé, plié, attitude, plié, temps relevé, plié, close fifth. Soutenu other side, so we don't reverse it. Fondu to the front, plié attitude, stay in plié, straight away to your coupé, tout tendu sideways. Fondu to the back, plié attitude for your diagonal, as we just did. Coupé, tendu forward and back the second time, just to keep it fresh and exciting. Fondu to the side and fondu inside front, fondu to the side, fondu inside back, close fifth. Come down, brush out 45 degrees to plié attitude so it doesn't come from coupé. Stay in plié for your diagonal. A single turn, open à la seconde, close fifth, and soutenu, other side. Is that making sense? So after your 4 fondus, just brush it out 45 degrees. So you have an other plié attitude and then take it from there.
The turn, so it brushes out plie.
Yes, then feel your diagonal. Now with your relevé, take it into your coupé. From your diagonal into coupé with relevé. Open à la seconde, close fifth and sixth. So it's literally just a temps relevé turn. The difference is we are starting in a plié attitude rather than from a coupé.
But after the plie attitude, it comes to coupé?
Yes, after your plié attitude and your plié diagonal, as we did before. Yeah, it's exactly the same thing that you do to the front and to the back. The only difference is it turns the last time around. Right from there, relevé, coupé, and single turn only or to second. Is that making sense, or are we?
So it goes directly from the attitude plie to the diagonal plie.
Yes, so it stays in plié. Right, correct. It stays in plie, then you stretch with your coupe onto releve from that diagonal. That's the whole point of the thing. Yes, Craig, I see a big fat question mark just floating in your room.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I got it.
Would you like to see it one more time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. This is not a combination Chinese puzzle. This is a technical Chinese puzzle. Fondue to the front, plié, attitude, stay there, coupe releve, tendu side, close. Reverse, fondue to the back, plié, attitude, diagonal back, watch that arm, coupe releve, tendu forward and back the second time. Fondue to the side and fondue to the front, fondue to the side and fondue to the back. Close fifth, brush out, plié, attitude, diagonal as we did. Coupe, open, fifth, soutenu, other side. So it's exactly the same thing you did before, the only difference is we are throwing a little on the or turn into it. Was that clarifying or more confusing?
But the first taliers are to the side and the second ones are to the front and back. Right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Choreographer's discretion. So this is your plie coordination. Stay in plie with your attitude. Stay in plie when you find your diagonal. Then with your releve and your coupe, have the turn and open it.
Alex, when it the fondue and plie from attitude, it doesn't go to second, it goes to the diagonal.
Yes, that is exactly the point. There is no à la seconde in the entire thing until you start your fondues to the side. It goes from diagonal to coupe, which in effect is your à la seconde. But Craig, you need to stay in plie, right? So you can releve from that plie. Okay. Here we go. And fondue. Plie attitude. Plie diagonal. Releve coupe. Tendu twice. Sideways. Fondue back. Plie attitude, stay in plie when you stretch your knee. Now coupe releve, heel forward, forward and back. That's it. Fondue side and front and side and back. Close fifth, brush, plie attitude, diagonal coupe releve turn. Yes, Jane. Soutenu, other side. Here we go. And feel your coupe on your ankle strong. Again, feel your coupe super strong. Strong, no knee. Okay. Almost. Just make sure you feel your coupe. Don't let your standing leg go away and there's about a mile between your working toes and your standing leg. Yeah, remember golf club, golf ball. The club needs to hit the ball for the ball to go, otherwise the game is rigged. Okay, and since we're terribly honest people, we do not rig our games. At least in public. And that just leads me up to our next combo. That's the same we did yesterday. Frappe 2 and the 3, plie, half turn, chassé forward and the close. Back and the 2 and the 3, plie, half turn, chassé forward again and the close. Side and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, close behind the tourné. Coupé, plie, temps relevé, open à la seconde, close your fifth. In the hope that we were well set up in our fondues to do this. Reverse, back and the 2 and the 3, plie, half turn on the dent, chassé back, front and the 2 and the 3 and the plie and 4, half turn on the or again, chassé back so we do not migrate. Side and the 2 and the 3 and the plie, close fifth, front, soutenu, full soutenu that is. Coupé, squeeze, temps relevé, on the dent, à la seconde, close fifth, and that is it. See if you can feel similar mechanics to what we just did in our fondues. And make sure that the ball does not move before the club is hitting it. Yes, Jane.
After the first half turn, after the first 2 half turns, they're both forward.
Yes, correct, just so you don't get run out of space on your bar. And because it's fun. And try not to hesitate. Yes, it does.
Okay.
And try not to hesitate after your soutenu to immediately squeeze that coupé and go on this live. Okay, here we go. And remember, chassé goes through fifth. Instead of somewhere else. That is actually what places you to not fall toward the bar, but actually away from the bar. That opening to the second position there in plie. Greg, careful. The soutenu functions just like your coupé turns. The ball needs to be hit by the club. So don't have one leg already starting to move before your fifth position is established.
Okay.
Yeah. So no overactive standing legs. Excepting maybe for our en dedans, but definitely not for our en dehors. Okay, here we go. Left side, please. And careful with your arms. No dropping. Elbows are already where they need to be. Same thing. Elbows stay. Correct. And 1. Careful with your elbows. Where they are, that is where they stay. Careful with these bendy elbows there, Jane.
Yeah.
Which all comes from holding onto the bar. Just saying. Okay. Let's go develop here 1 and the 2 and the 3, close your fifth, 2 grand battements to the front. 1 and the 2 and the 3, close your fifth, 2 grand battements to the back. Side and the 2 and the 3, close your fifth, 2 grand battements to the front. Coupé inside attitude front, 2 days stretch, pas de bourrée, soutenu, other side. 1 développé and the 3 and the 4, 2 grand battements. So we're killing 2 birds with 1 stone, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8 side and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8 inside attitude state. Stretch, pas de bourrée and soutenu. That's it. And here we go. Soft and smooth développé and contrasted with the super sharp combattements. Careful with your shoulders, don't have them too much involved in your combattements. There we go. Coupé attitude. Left, here we go, and up. And finish. Good. All right. Let's have our stretch before we come to the center. let's face ourselves. Fifth, 2, 3, 4, fifth, fifth, 3, 4, fifth, fifth, fifth. Super quick plie coupe. Fifth, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Feel that fifth super tight. Super quick short plie coupe. Back down. Fifth, 2, 3, 4. I know I started with the wrong leg. At least I'm just realizing it. Plie coupe. Tendu, tendu, plie coupe. Tendu, close back. So we can start it on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, quick, coupe close. Back 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That last part was just one tonlier.
Yes, after your pirouette? I believe so, yes. I might add another one, I'm not sure. It depends on what the music tells me to do. All right, are we good to give this a mark?
Yeah.
So really see how quickly can you shoot these toes out and bring them immediately into fifth. You want to stand and squeeze as long in your fifth as you possibly can. All of these tendus are extremely syncopated. So we are setting ourselves up for that syncopated plie coupe as well. Okay. So 2 tendu on the or from second, again 2 tendu, and the same on the or from second. Right, and again, even marking Jane, careful not to move your elbows. All right.
Sorry, Alex. After the second one,
Yes.
tonlier.
Yes, correct. 2 more tendus. And close fifth. 2 more tendus, I believe, Craig. Yeah, so you have coupe, tendu, second, turn, land in second, again, tendu, second, turn, close fifth. So there are 2 turns, 1 coupe and 2 turns. Am I making sense?
But the last one finished with all stretches and grand closes.
No, it has 2 tendus as well.
Well, but I mean after the tendus.
Yes, but I think it's the other. No. You have 1, 2, 3 coupe, second, tendu, plie on the or, again tendu, plie on the or, close fifth.
Oh.
It's different than what I said before.
Okay.
What a surprise. Okay. And here we go. Just push these toes into the floor. You don't even want to consider moving your legs. And snappy. Even snappier. Snappier still. Down up close. 1 and 1. Careful opposite side. That's it. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Plie, tendu, plie, and tendu, turn, close fifth. That's it. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. closing fifth back, not fifth somewhere before going to the back. Not bad at all, not bad at all. Excepting, of course, for that closing in fifth. Okay. How about that adagio from yesterday? One more time. Yes, exactly that one, quick. One, with your 45 développé, 90 développé, plié, relevé, tombé forward. Reverse your put. Développé 45 degrees. 92 arabesque, plié, relevé, tombé back and close. Écoute front. Close fifth position front. The other écoute front, close fifth position front, chassé forward, circular port de bras, 6, 7, and 8, plié, attitude, temps lié, plié, half turn, temps lié, plié, change corner, plié, pas de bruit. Oh no, plié soutenu it was. There we go. One more time, these attitudes. Circular port de bras. Prepare in this corner. Just change your corner the first time. Go behind you the second time. Go in front of you the third time. Or also behind you the third time. Plié 45. Close fifth from there. And soutenu. And there we are on the other side. Are we good to give this a mark? Heel forward when you take your second écoute front. Very careful there. Chassé forward, circular port de bras. And keep these attitudes fairly low, so they don't fly away from you. Make sure the angle stays the same. It does not want to lengthen as you're turning. From there, close fifth through first. And soutenu other side. Okay. Let's give that a mark. What do you say? Fingertip toe connection, especially now when you squeeze that coupe. Remember that strong side on. And feel free to stop after the first side if you feel pooped.
Alex, I was thinking after here, there was a tonlier and then the same.
You are so correct.
Okay.
You are so correct. And I even noticed it, but I figured if you don't notice, then nobody else will notice that I forgot the tonlier. But you did, which is fantastic. Okay. Yeah, please have your attitudes want to finish twice in tonlier back before you take the last one to your arabesque. And remember that your back attitude is already your plié for your tonlier. All you have to do is get your foot to the floor. Okay. And you want to fill your entire space. And here we go. Leave your opposite arm to your toes and keep lengthening with it. Again, feel that opposite arm. Right fingertips, left toes. Especially now. Lift your toes into your wallaby. Other arm up there. 1, 2. Now, and remember, we're not bending our elbows, we're not moving them. Everything happens below your elbows. Especially now. Tendez. Tendez. Strong FSC arm up. There we go. And relax. Okay. Yeah, Jane, remember our elbows don't really want to bend or to move that much. Yeah. So all port bras happen there. Yes, obviously your elbows have to follow your fingers when you take them up, but it never goes beyond this. Let's remember that very cheap Southwest Airlines seat with the tray table right in front of you and all these wonderful things on it. If your elbows go down, you're going to slap everything all around you. So really feel this. Right, really, really important to keep these elbows in place unless they have to go up. They always stay in exactly the same place, regardless of if it is an arabesque, a second, or a first. Yeah, so this position is kind of eliminated in this whole thing. All right. Cheap but effective. We are going chassé back, plié forward, and attitude to fourth. Hold on. That is not what I want. Let's start with our, yes, that is what I want. Attitude to fourth, pas de basque. To chasser, plier en deux or temps lié, plier en dedans. Close your fifth. Or then en dedans, pas de bruit en tournant. Now we can go chasser and plier and attitude to fourth. pas de basque. 6 and 7 and 8, plié and en dehors, plié, step back, plié en dedans, close 5. Keeping in mind that we do not want to move our elbows too much. So we need to start with our right foot in 5th position back this time. So our first turns go toward the right shoulder.
You mean the right starts front?
Yes, you're right. No, I had to do some twisting of my brain. Okay. Yes, you are absolutely correct. And our first preparation is on an FRC angle, not on a crochet angle. There. So you only have 3/4 of a turn unless you decide you want to do more. Then from there, just transfer your way to the other foot into plié so you can pas de basque out of that one. That gets you to your right side for your first en dehors pirouette. And then obviously your first en dedans pirouette will go to your left shoulder. Close 5th. Not close 5th. Pas de bourrée en tenant after en dedans. To get the correct foot in front to change side. Now you can chassé effacé back on your left angle. There we go. Attitude 4th. Pas de basque. And there is no closing in 5th, Jane. So from your attitude, when you land your attitude 4th, right there, all you have to do is go whoop, and there we are. Yeah. So there is no closing or anything. En dedans, pas de bourrée en tenant. And you're ready to chassé into the other ankle. Are we good to give this a mark?
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind the en dedans. 2/4, pas de basque. Plié en dehors, that's all it is. 1, 2, attitude, 2/4. Plié, pas de basque. Plié en dehors. 5th, chassé. Attitude. 4th. Pas de basque. Yeah, remember after your attitude comes a pas de basque. And your pirouette wants to land in 5th, Jane. So you can immediately chassé out of it backward into your next FRC preparation. Yes, no, maybe. That's it. Close 5th, right. And with our arms in 1st for the en dehors turn. So we really train ourselves to not move these elbows or all these wonderful things on our tray table. Okay. And here we go. Chassé back. Heel forward. Pas de basque. Make the space work for you. That's it, Jane. Keep that first just a little bit stronger when you turn, Jane. Good. Not bad at all. slight modification. Chassé and plié, attitude to fourth, this time effacé fourth. Plié, en dedans. Coupé, pas de bruit, en tournant. No! Plié, en dedans, close fifth, front. You're ready for the other side. Or when in the two this time, don't change your corner. So we're adding a little tiny bit more of a turn. From there, just switch your arms on the down, close fifth position front. Change your arm 5 and the 6, on the down 7 and 8. Right. Fourth. Switch your arms. Yep, on the down, close fifth. Chassé. Switch your arms so your underarm goes exactly the same direction as your attitude just went. Close fifth, done. So you have 1 and the 2 attitude and the 4th, switch your arm on the down, close your 5th. So it's a bit shorter than what we just had. Okay. Little tiny progression. And switch. There you go, Craig. And the chassé back. 4th. Easy. Better. There we go. I don't think there was the double switcheroo in there. I mean, yes, we can.
I couldn't figure out where I was going each time. I couldn't figure out which arms were supposed to be there.
It's all FSA.
Yeah.
Well, it made me think that my arms were in the wrong place to begin with. Like when I landed the first one.
Okay, how did you land the first one?
I don't know, but I was already. Let me see.
Yeah. Let's examine. There, your correct arm is already in front. It's going from there. You're landing in allongé front. You round your front arm, and you're ready to close the other one for your underdown turn. Right. There's nothing to it. But Jane, you're starting in an FSA, not on an. You're in a quasi angle there. That is why that. Right there, you're landing in exactly the same place in 4th position. One arm is in allongé front, and one is to the side. All you do is switch your front arm to 1st, and your side arm to 2nd position. Yep, that's your preparation. Right. Which one is it? Okay. Guess what? So since we talked so much about it, yeah, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, attitude and the 6 and the 7 and the 8, plié and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, changement, changement, changement. Changement. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, attitude and the 6 and the 7 and the 8, round your arm on the down, close your 5th, 4 changements and the 7 and the 8. Same combination, we're just moving a little bit further along.
Okay.
So we have another crack at this. Let's give this a mark for the music. Round on the down. 5th, 4, 1. turn, close fifth, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 2 forward, up and down, round, en dedans to fifth, 4 changements. Okay. Here we go. Careful not to let that attitude angle migrate or move as you're turning, which means you have to brush your back toes into the attitude and then really lock that position in. And open. A little better. 4, 3, 2. Let's not linger too much in our preps. Go. Relax. Yeah, careful, Craig, that your hips don't pass your shoulders in the attitude. Meaning opening side more aggressive, closing side standing like heel forward. Don't let your attitude migrate in front of your hip. Keep it behind. Think your attitude goes the opposite way. Better. Yeah, that is the idea, to start it. But your future self probably can observe that your attitude is getting longer as you're turning. I don't know if Jane noticed that. And it doesn't want to do that. Whatever your attitude is, it needs to stay right in place. So really lock that in. Right. Yeah, as soon as that leg migrates even this much, you get that funky spiral swirly thingy, that Ben & Jerry's strawberry ice cream swirl. That is not very good for turns. Maybe very good for dessert. Maybe not very good for the health of the dessert. Okay. What can I say? Cheap but effective. Échappé fourth to fifth, glissade, change, échappé second to fifth, glissade, change, échappé fourth to fifth, glissade, assemblée, stretch with a nice quarter breath. Fourth and the fifth, glissade, second and the fifth, glissade, fourth and the fifth, glissade, assemblée, stretch. I'll be good to give this a mark.
Yeah.
Okay. Try to contain your toes, keep them under your hips. Try to push down in your glissade rather than out. Try not to move your elbows. Okay. Here we go. And first. All right, not bad at all. You're conquering the rhythm there, Jane. Very good.
Feet.
They just need to push down and down and down and down. Échappé to one foot, pas de bourre. No. Échappé to the other foot, pas de bourrée. Échappé to the other foot, pas de bourrée. Échappé to the same foot. Jeté, pas de bourrée. Jeté, pas de bourrée. Plié, stretch, you're ready for the other side. Échappé to the other foot, pas de bourrée. Échappé to the other foot, pas de bourrée. Échappé to the same foot. Jeté, pas de bourrée, plié, stretch. Échappé to one, pas de bourrée. Échappé to one, pas de bourrée. Échappé to the same. Jeté, pas de bourrée. To sous fifth, demi-plié. Let's make the pas de bourrée to sous fifth, now demi-plié. Then we are ready for the other side. So the first two are a little bit like a hopscotch. However, we are looking for second position in the air, coupé on the floor. The same thing applies for your jeté and for the third one where the same leg comes in. And for your jeté as well, second position in the air, land in coupé, then pas de bourrée sous fifth, demi-plié stretch.
Is there just one jeté?
Yes, there's only one.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep your internal temperature at the culinary level. Okay. Are we good to give this a mark?
Yeah.
Yeah, really always feel both feet under your hips. Same jeté, pas de bourrée, fifth, plie, one. That's it, right? Okay. And let's remember that a human second position is one shoe size between our feet. Okay, here we go. Jane, try to show that second position a tiny bit longer. With your échappé, even in your jeté. Try not to hesitate between the third one, you're landing in coupé, your foot immediately brushes into the jeté. Then hold the other coupé for a little bit longer before your pas de bourrée. So try to tie these last two things together. One thing basically is the rev up for the next. Okay. How about helping ourselves with our fingertips through first with all of these échappés? And wouldn't it be nice to have an allongé when you are going into your landings? So we have our échappé, we have our coupé, pas de bourrée. Échappé, Feel that allongé together with your second position before you land in coupe. And remember, your elbows are already in place. Pas de bourrée, ditto. Feel your allongé before you land on the same foot. Before you change, as you're doing your jet, feel that allongé again to coupe. Pas de bourrée, plie. So try to feel your little fingers flipping up when you are in a second position in the air. Okay. And here we go. Allongé. 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 Ah ouais. That it? Okay. When your future selves are watching your present selves, you might notice a difference in your jumps when you use that allongé. Which, by the way, is the same thing as opening your arms in a glissade. Just saying. All right. However, for today, we are out of time. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
You
And
too.
I
Thank
will be
you.
seeing you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.